Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So in Chinese, the number 4 is really unlucky because the word for 4 sounds like the word for death. And so it turns out to be really unlucky for me. So right now as I speak, I'm recovering from long COVID. I lost my appetite, and I don't think, I also feel very depressed, but I don't think it's a direct result of long COVID. I think it's the loss of my appetite making me lonely, which is then making me depressed. But whatever the situation is, it's my 4th time getting COVID-19, and I ended up with long COVID. I recovered from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd time without a problem. In fact, the 1st time I wouldn't even have known about it. The 2nd time I almost didn't know about it. And the 3rd time was pretty mild too. I even went out to go see a lunar eclipse during the 3rd one. And so the 4th time I end up with mild long COVID. Losing my appetite and mild depression. But I think the depression is a result of the loss of appetite, not a direct result of the COVID. Now that's not the only time in my life where 4 is very unlucky. Seattle, Washington was the 4th city I lived in my adult life, and I had a lot of difficulty there, a lot of broken hearts, a lot of job stress, a lot of not fitting in. And 4 years ago I was dating a girl, and her family wanted us to get married, and it caused a lot of stress in my life. Now she was the 4th serious relationship, ones that lasted more than a year in my life, and the 4th time it created a lot of drama. If it weren't for COVID-19, I don't know how that drama would have played out. It really took us being 6 feet apart to really resolve all of that. A lot of times I see something with a 4 in it, and then not long after that something happens, right? And so 4 has become really unlucky for me, and if I had it my way, I would skip the number 4. I use a base 9 counting system. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And just skip the number 4 altogether. Actually switching to base 9 might be a great thing, because it would allow companies to hide all that inflation that we're having, right? So for example, what used to be $81 could be now $100 without changing the numbers, right? I wonder if that will be one way to hide. I suspect if the U.S. ever went to a metric system, right, it's because we want to hide all the inflation, right? Gas prices keep shooting up. Maybe one week they'll shoot up by a factor of 4, and all of a sudden you go to the gas station, now it's being quoted in liters instead, right? Maybe you're buying gold or silver, and all of a sudden the price shoots up a lot by a factor of like 20, right? So instead of buying ounces of silver, you could buy grams of silver to make the inflation look not so bad, right? You get the idea, right? 4 is death. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Death Show. Bum 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 bum.